Good evening, everybody, or it might be good morning where you are, but where I am, it's good evening. If you can hear some buzzing in the background, please ignore that. I've got a fan on. I am sweating like a pig. It's only 18 degrees outside, but I've got an illness which causes me to sweat like a pig, so I need the fan on me just to keep me cool. So you can't hear me. Well, welcome to Techie Night. I'm a bit late doing Techie Night because when I fired OBS up this evening, I use OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, to broadcast. When I fired up OBS just after 9 o'clock, it said there was an update available. So I thought, oh, that's handy. I'll update OBS. So I updated OBS and then fired it up again. And then straight away, I noticed that it said that the plugin for NDI, the NDI plugin, isn't working or isn't compatible. Well, that's a bit of a shit because that's how I bring my guests in via NDI on Skype. So I very quickly had to deinstall version 28 and reinstall version 27.4. And of course, because I've uninstalled everything, all my settings were gone. So I had to redo new settings again. So I've been doing that rapidly between 9 o'clock and now. So I've only just got it on. I've only just got it working. I'm sure that something's not working, and I'm really not sure what it is. We'll find out as we go along. All right, we'll find out as we go along. All the things that aren't working. So my background's working, my overlay's working, my subsculpt's working. I'm not sure whether my stickers are working. I don't think my stickers were working. They weren't working yesterday, or at least one person had tried them and weren't working yesterday. So we'll do that. Right. Anyway, we're talking tonight. I can see I've got three of you watching. So hello. In fact, so come and say hello. Three of you watching. I can see you there. Look. Say hello. We can see you. We can see you. Look. All of us can see you. Oh, come and say hello. Oh, hello, Goon. Hello, Goon. I'm tonight, Goon. I will tell you. I am talking about techie shit and how to become a Twitch streamer. Not how to become a Twitch streamer, how to succeed at becoming a Twitch streamer, and how to become an affiliate the right way, not the wrong way, which is the important thing. So, yeah, Linus Tech Tips. I don't know who Linus Tech Tips is, but I'm Tech Tips. But before we do anything, because I'm sweating like a pig, I need to cool down. So, on my normal stream, I do something called, I do a little section called Beer de Jour. Look, Beer de Jour. That's French, and it means beer of the day. So my beer of the day today is an English ale. Look, Old Speckled Hen, absolutely nice. So let's have a swallow of that before we get into it. Right. Right, let's get into it. Hopefully all the rest of my special effects are working and my audio is working. Right, okay. So I look in a lot of Facebook groups and I look on Instagram and I look at how people are promoting their Twitch streams. And it actually saddens me that people are doing completely the wrong thing and just wasting effort. They're either doing the wrong thing and wasting effort, or they're making little or no effort and expecting big returns. It doesn't happen that way. It really doesn't. Maybe 1 in 5,000 people will do that. The rest of you, it doesn't work that way. In fact, what you're actually doing is you're actually saying to people, don't come and visit me, don't come and look at me, I'm not worth it. I hear you saying, what? You are, honestly, you are. Let's just talk about one of the things that you do, which is actually harming you. You go into a group, you say, follow me and I'll follow you. That is actually harming you. That's actually harming you a lot. The reason that's harming you a lot is for several things. First of all, follow for follow. Requesting follow for follow is against Twitch's terms of service. Now, you might think Twitch is a warm, friendly company, but it's not. It's owned by Jeff Bezos and Amazon. And trust me, they've actually got bots out there that look for people that do follow for follow. How do they know you do follow for follow? Well, it's very, very easy to spot. The giveaway is when you've got high followers but low viewing hours. Somebody that's got 100 followers and 0.1 viewers, right, is somebody that's done follow for follow. All right, which you can't do. And eventually Twitch will kick you off. You'll become monetized, and they'll start looking at you and think, hang on, we don't want this person here because they've broken our rules, and they'll get rid of you. All right, it happens all the time. Many people have lost their Twitch accounts because they've done follow for follow and view for view, and that's why it hurts you. And then secondly, you've got a lot of followers that are doing nothing. These followers, they are nothing to your channel. They do nothing. They just sit there and rank up your follower number. All right, you don't get anything for followers. You get nothing at all. The people you should be attracting are viewers, which I will talk about in a little while, how to attract the viewers and not the followers. But we're still talking about the things that you shouldn't be doing. Let me know, Goon, as soon as you're the only one that actually wants to talk to me, let me know if there's anything you want to know as we're going along, and I'll answer you. Right, the next thing is link dropping. All right, link dropping is the second worst thing you can do after demanding follow. And that's just going onto Facebook, going onto Instagram and just dropping your link. Right? What you're actually doing is you're dropping your link and saying, come and see me. I've got nothing you want to hear about. And almost everybody I know will scroll past a link dropper. The worst kind of link dropper is somebody that drops their link in somebody else's thread. They drop their link, somebody else starts the thread, and you come along and you drop their link in the comments. You drop your link in the comments. They are the worst type of link dropper because they are serious, low or no effort link droppers, and people just scroll past and think, you're a waste of time. In fact, I laugh because you remind me, when you do that, you remind me of animals fighting over the scraps. Hyenas, that's the word, hyenas fighting over the scraps of a kill that a big lion's made in the hope that the lion's left something juicy. The lion's left nothing juicy. What you've got is the crap the lion doesn't want to eat, and you're wallowing in it. That's what you're doing when you do that, when you drop your link on somebody else's thread. On top of that, Facebook and Instagram have got algorithms. What you're basically doing is you're spamming, all right? You're being a spammer. Now, Facebook and Instagram both have algorithms that look specifically for spammers. They won't tell you exactly what the algorithm is because otherwise the spammers will game it. But I promise you, if you post the same thing often enough, Instagram, Facebook, all the major social platforms will suddenly ban you for being a spammer. Because that's what you are, a spammer. You're posting the same thing over and over again. You're just spamming. I don't know what you're thinking. Are you thinking because other people are doing it, you should do it? Is that what you think? Is that what you think the way forward is? Because trust me, that just makes you a low-effort sheeple. All right? And it's not doing you any good at all. It's just making you look like a spammer. These are the things. These are the things that you can correct, which we will talk about. Okay. The last thing is you are off target. You are completely and totally off target. You're posting your link where it's not effective, where it's doing you no good. All right. You know, if you're a streamer that streams Fortnite and you post your link in a group that's all about cats, all right? Seriously? Do you really expect people who own cats and like trading cat pictures to suddenly stop what they're doing and come and see you play Fortnite because you dropped your link in the chat? It ain't going to happen. Again, you're spamming. Another worst thing that people do in Facebook groups and Instagram groups, right, another bad thing they do is they come in and they post and they say, why aren't you following me? There's enough of you here. There's 30,000 in this group. You should be following me. You know, I follow you. Why don't you follow me? What you're actually saying is you're actually putting people off. You're saying, well, I don't want you to follow me. I'm not interested in you following me. In fact, follow anybody else but me. When you say interference, what sort of interference, Goon? Sorry, Goon. What sort of interference? Let me just turn I think it's my fan probably. Let me just turn that off. Is that changing the interference at all? Is it less fuzzy now? Is it less fuzzy? I need to hear myself. Let me hear myself. All right, hang on. I need to hear myself. Let's see if it... Oh yeah, it is. Hang on. Let's see if that makes. Let's see. Cracked it. Cracked it. Okay, we've cracked it. We've cracked it. Okay, that's sorted the fuzziness out. All right, I know what that is. That has sorted the fuzziness out. So that I think has done it. I heard it. Yeah, that has done it. Let's put my fan back on. No, you can't. You can't hear my fan. All right, I appreciate it, Goon. Thank you very much. I needed to ask you, Goon. You didn't answer in my Discord. Are you Benk in my Discord? BENC. Currently playing Counter-Strike Global Operations. Is that you? When you've got a different ID in Discord to what you have in. Oh right, okay, that's all right. That's fine. That's fine because I had to kick a couple of spammers out, and I didn't want to make a mistake of kicking a decent person out like you. Good, right. Okay. Where was I? Where the fuck was I? Yeah. So when you go into a thread or into a group or on Instagram and have a whinge about people, what you're actually saying is you're actually saying, "Don't watch me. I've got nothing you want to do." Seriously, you are, right? You are. All right. These are the sort of things you should not be doing, and yet there's thousands and thousands and thousands of you that do that. I've got open right in my window here. I've got open Twitch streamers small support, right? Which got 32,000 members, and in the 16 minutes I've been talking to you, right? In the 16 minutes I've been talking to you, it's on Facebook. In the 16 minutes I've been talking to you, I have seen 11 people just post their links. That's all they've done. They've just dropped their links and nothing else. Right? Absolute waste of everybody's time. Absolute waste of time. You know, and things like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what you're not doing is you're not actually making effective use of your link, which I will come to in a little while. That's completely put me off a track now of what I was going to say. It will come to you in a minute, so we'll move on to something else. Yes, low or no effort. Okay, low or no effort. The low or no effort people, right, are the people that think all they have to do is stream the most popular game and the viewers will come running to their doorsteps in droves. They don't. All right, they really don't. Now I told you, so that is just minimal effort, right? Just because you've got the game streaming and just because other people are streaming it doesn't mean that you're going to be popular. These are all the things that you shouldn't be doing. Now we'll come to some of the things that you should be doing, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this in a slightly different way. What are you actually doing when you're promoting your stream? You know? You've got to analyse things like this. You've got to analyse things like that. What are you actually doing when you're promoting your stream? You're not promoting your stream. That's what you're doing. You're not promoting your stream. What you're actually trying to do is you're trying to promote you, not your stream. The reason I say that is if you've got 5,000 people all playing, I'll take Fortnite as an example. If you've got 5,000 people all playing Fortnite, right? What makes you so different from all of those 5,000 people? What makes me come and watch you instead of 4,999 others? And the answer is personality. All right? It's your personality. It's not what you're streaming. It's not how you're streaming. It's not what you're playing. It's not how you play. It's your personality. Right? That's what separates you from everybody else. That's something you've got to learn. It's your personality. You've got to promote yourself. Now, how do we do that? Well, what you're actually doing is you're selling the idea of you as a person to watch. The clue there is in selling. Right? Selling doesn't always mean parting with something for money. What selling actually means is you offer something to somebody and they offer you something in return. What you're selling is the idea of you, and what they are returning, what the currency is viewers. This is how you attract viewers and not followers. What you're aiming to do is attract viewers. Those are the people you want. If you get viewers, you will naturally get followers. Viewers are the important people. Viewers are the ones that pay the bill. Viewers are the ones that are important to your stream, not followers, viewers. How do you sell yourself? Well, let's think about a bottle of bleach. You put a bottle of bleach on a pedestal, on a street corner, and this street is full of mixed shops. It's the only bottle of bleach there on a pedestal, and it's a very crowded street. People will come walking past, and they will notice this bottle of bleach. They will notice this bottle of bleach because it's there and it's unusual. Most of them will think, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that bottle of bleach is about. And they might decide to stop and have a look. A couple of other people say, somebody's put a bottle of bleach here and everybody else is stopping to have a look. So I'm going to put a bottle of bleach there. And all of a sudden you get the sheep all putting bottles of bleach next to each other. So instead of having one bottle of bleach on a street corner, you've got 20, 30, 10,000. So you're back to where you started. There's nothing to separate you from all the other bottle of bleaches. You had a bit of a go at it by promoting yourself at first. Good evening, Naomi. Naomi, there. This is Thursday night. This is my Techie Night, and I'm talking about streaming, Twitch, and how to become an affiliate, and what not to do and what to do. So if you have any questions, please join in. It's just me tonight. It's not the other two because they're as thick as two short planks. Whereas I'm the experienced salesman, as I'm just telling people. So anyway, you've got all these bottles of bleach, and everybody's not bothering to look because they've all seen bottles of bleach before. So what do? Right? If a television advert comes on, and it's just a bottle of bleach on the television advert, and it's there for 30 seconds, you're just going to get bored out of your brain. But if a television advert comes on for a bottle of bleach, and then suddenly this bottle of bleach tells you what it does. This bleach kills 99% of all known germs. This bleach will keep your family safe. This bleach will bleach your whites whiter than white. You've suddenly created interest again because you've related to people and what they want. All the other bottles of bleach, they're just standing there saying, look at me, I'm bleach. You're standing there saying, look at me, I'm bleach. Here's what I can do for you. It's actually called features and benefits. So what you're doing is you're describing a feature of yourself and what benefit it is to other people. That's what you've got to do when you drop your Twitch link, right? Don't just drop your link. What you've got to do is you've got to tell people why they should come and watch you and not 5,000 other people. What is it about you that's different to the rest of the shake? That's where you need to concentrate your efforts primarily. So, why is it about you that makes your stream unique? Why should they come and watch you? And it's no good saying you should come and watch me because I play Fortnite, because that's what anybody else says. I'm just gonna stop at this point here, just to take a question from Naomi, because it's very relevant to a question I saw in one of the groups today. Let me just call up my. Let me just look at the group for a second. In the group, the question is. I'll just find it. How do you break the nervousness of talking on stream? Get highly nervous on the little things. You, Naomi, you just said to me, do you ever get nervous streaming? It seems scary to me. Okay. What you've really got to do is you've got to rationalise what you're doing. What am I actually doing? Just ask yourself for a minute what I'm actually doing. Am I actually doing this to thousands of people in front of me? Or am I talking to an inanimate object that's a camera? I'm talking to an inanimate object, all right? I'm talking to an object that can give me no feedback, can't judge me, can't criticise me. It's just an inanimate object. It can't do anything to me, so I'm not frightened of it. That's how I do it. That's exactly how you do it. You've got to break things down into little small portions of what you're actually doing, not what you think you're doing, what you're actually doing. This might be broadcast out to 10,000 people, right? But I can't see those 10,000 people. They can't touch me. They can't do anything to me. I'm just here in my room talking to a camera. an inanimate object that can't hurt me. And that puts it into perspective. That gets it over nervousness. So anyway, back to. Let me have a sip of this. Let me have a sip of the drink. Right. Back to what I'm saying. That you need to tell people why they should be watching you. Don't say watch me because I play Fortnite, because they'll just say, well, so does a million other people. I'll go and watch one of them, or I'll watch the guy that I've been asking before. You've got to actually sell yourself like a product. You've got to find a feature. What is it about you that separates you from the rest? Have you got a sense of humour? Will you sing on screen, on stream? Will you wear a silly hat? Will you cosplay? Anything like that is slightly different to everybody else. So instead of saying, come and watch me play Fortnite, you can say, come and watch me play Fortnite, and also come and watch me wear a silly hat. And in fact, you can choose which silly hat I wear. Straight away, you're giving a feature to people, right? And at the same time, you're giving them the benefit. Now, I said, watch me wear a silly hat. That's a feature. Okay? The benefit to the viewer is you can decide what I wear. So what you're actually saying is, I'm different to other streamers because I'm doing this. And I'm different to other streamers because you can interact with me. You can talk to me. So you've got to find those little hooks, those little things about yourself that separates you from everyone else. Upon me. Once you've done that, you can then start to incorporate it into your advertisements, into your promo. I did a promo the other day where I used reverse psychology. I told people not to come and watch my stream. I told people it was the biggest load of old rubbish on the planet and they shouldn't come and watch it, and it's absolute rubbish. And I had 5 new viewers. They came to watch to see if it could be as bad as I described it. But that's the point, right? I gave them a feature and a benefit that I gave them a feature. I told them the stream was crap. And that's the feature, right? The benefit is don't watch it, all right? And they came and watched it just to see if it was crap. Because I'm separating myself from all of the other streamers, all right? I know I've only got 3 viewers tonight, but that doesn't bother me. Do you know what? My VODs get hundreds of viewers, so I'm quite happy with that. Plus, I will put this VOD onto YouTube anyway, and people will watch it. So we've worked out that link dropping is just pissing everybody off, and it's probably going to get you into trouble for spamming. So you've got to put into your link drop something that separates you from everybody else. But that's not enough, all right? Because you still have little or no effort put into it. And you can spot the people with little or no effort, right? The basic spot is you haven't changed your icon from the basic Twitch icon. All right? You've still got that little curly man thing icon, right? And that just smacks of absolute laziness. And I hear you saying, oh my God, no, I'm no good at graphics. Well, that's fine. You don't need to be good at graphics. If you go on to Upwork or Fiverr, you can buy them for like $10, $15. In fact, if you look at Woody's rewards on this channel, down in the bottom left-hand corner of the chat, if you get enough rewards points, I will actually make you a logo for free. So you don't have to go out and buy it. And I'm pretty good at doing this, if I say myself. So I can actually make you a logo for free. And it's the simplest thing to do, just change your logo, all right? Even if you're no good at graphics, put a photograph of yourself up there. Put a photograph of your foot up there. You know, put a photograph of some toilet roll up there. Anything. Oh, I have no idea what I've got to do for hats off to you, but I'll put a hat on. Okay, here's my hat, right? Here's one of my hats, and I'll take it off for you. There you go. I've only just set these things up. I've got no idea what to do with them, but there you go. That's a hats off. I think I set that up. I think I set that up because when I decided to shave my head, I was going to wear a hat because I got a bit self-conscious about it. To tell you why I'm shaving my head, it's because I have cancer. I have a blood cancer, which is quite appropriate because this month, September, it's September the 1st today, is World Blood Cancer Awareness Month, and I have blood cancer, and I'm going to start some very nasty chemotherapy on the 16th of September, and that chemotherapy is going to cause me to lose my hair. But I thought, fuck that, I'm going to own this problem, so I decided to shave my head first, so I can get used to keeping my head, so I can get used to what my head's going to feel like. Apparently, I'm going to lose my eyebrows as well, but I'm not going to shave those off just yet because I look like an idiot. But yeah, I'm owning it. I'm owning the problem. Like I'm owning streaming. I'm owning these issues. So we've got that far that you've got to make yourself look like you've got a little bit of effort, and just changing your icon is a little bit of effort, right? And then you've got the about field, right? You've got the about field in Twitch, all right, where you can just say something about yourself, and every time you post your icon, it will post that about bit. All right, every time you drop a link, but don't put what you've got in your link. Have something a bit different in there. I'm Alan. I'm 34. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I love streaming Fortnite. Just a little bit of bio like that, because most people just leave that blank. They don't bother with their Twitch logo, and they just leave that blank. Again, they just drop their link in there, thinking that if they play Apex, Fortnite, or Call of Duty, streamers are going to rush to them. They're not. You've got to start making a little bit of effort. So we've got that, okay? We've got that. We've worked out, or you should by now have an understanding that you've got to be promoting yourself, all right? You're selling yourself. You've got to be telling people why they should be watching you. Don't go into groups and rant about why is nobody following me, because people just laugh at you and say, well, that's why nobody's following you, because you're being a twat, right? You don't say, why is nobody following me? You've got to give them reason. Instead of asking why nobody's following you or complaining nobody's following you, give them a reason to follow you. All right? That's what you're doing. You want to give them a reason to follow you, not a reason to not follow you. You've got to own that. All right? You've got to understand that if you're whining about people not following you, you just look like a whiner. So instead of saying, why is nobody following me, give them reasons to follow you. Give them if you're determined to ask for followers and not viewers, give them a reason to follow you. All right, don't just say follow me and I'll follow you, because I absolutely guarantee, right, half of them won't follow you and you won't follow half of them back, which is just a waste of effort for everybody, because you're not giving them that reason. What the hell's that? That's my phone. Oh. Mm. Um, so give them a reason to follow you. All right. Don't tell people. Don't give them reasons not to follow you. Give them a reason to follow you. Think about what you do. Think about who you are. Think about your personality. All right. I'm personally right. I'm trading on the fact that I'm old. I mean, I'm 62 years old. There's not many streamers of my age that stream, and I'm trading on that fact. Tonight, I'm also trading on the fact that I have a hell of a technical knowledge for selling, not streaming, but selling. I'm very good at it. In fact, for 10 years running, I was the top salesman in my company, and the company I worked for was the biggest of its kind in England. So I'm very experienced. I understand the psychology of the sale, and I understand exactly what people are looking for. Naomi says, what is your setup like for streaming? I'm on a AMD Ryzen 3600X computer. That's the processor. I'm on Windows 11. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I'm connected to the router via a gigabit Ethernet to the router. I'm on Virgin Media cable, which is the fastest media cable in the country at the moment, which gives me something like a 1 mega minute upload, which is a fantastic 1 mega minute download, and stupid phenomenal 200 kbs uploads. I forget now. I'm not going to run the stats now, but it is the fastest broadband you can get. So I'm on that. That's my PC. I'm actually running OBS, Open Broadcaster Studio. I'm running version 27.2.4, but I did try running, there's a new version came out today. I did try running version 28 today, but that caused me some problems, which is why I was late starting, because I had to quickly uninstall it and reinstall 27.2 because NDI wasn't working. My camera, this thing here, is a Sony ZV-1. It's a compact digital camera, which I also use as my vlogging camera. They're not cheap, the Sony ZV-1s. My microphone, which is there, is a Marantz MPM 1000, which is connected to an M Audio Duo audio interface. The audio interface is then connected into the PC. The reason I use it for an audio interface is because it's got a preamp on it, so I can actually adjust the microphone and sort the microphone out long before it gets into the PC. Oh, Naomi, don't fast the questions at me so fast. Right, how do I get my friends on the screen at the same time? My friends on the screen at the same time. This is why I had to downgrade from 28, which I'll tell you about. Let me just have a swig of beer. Nine o'clock. I thought I'm streaming in 45 minutes. I'll log on. So I logged on. I've not logged on. I'll fire up OBS and get everything ready. So I fired up OBS at 9 o'clock, and then I've got a request to come up saying OBS update version 28 is available. I thought, well, hey. So I immediately updated. As soon as I ran the new version, the first thing it said is your NDI plugin isn't compatible. And I thought, fuck. NDI, Network Device Interface, is how I bring people into, is how I bring my guests into OBS so that you can watch them. They actually call me on Skype. They actually have a group call on Skype. So the three of us are in a group call on Skype, and Skype gives an NDI output. Via the NDI plugin, I just create NDI sources as I create NDI sources as I get a new option when I install the NDI plugin. I get a new option saying NDI source. So I create them as an NDI. Is it an NDI source? Hang on. Is it an NDI source? They are. I'll soon tell you. Hang on. I'm sure it's an NDI source. Yes, NDI source. It comes up as a new option in the list of sources as an NDI source. So screen one is NDI. So I can have them in as NDI 1, NDI 2. Now, NDI is good because NDI not only brings in their video, it also brings in their audio as well at the same time. So I don't have to mess about with anything else. Zoom is another option, but unless you pay for Zoom, you only get 45 minutes. There is a third option called Video Ninja, which I've explored, but in the case of the other two people, I've got a green screen and I've also got a camera. I'm using a program called XSplit, and what XSplit is doing is it's completely removing my background, which is something you can do in Skype, but you can't do in Video Ninja, or if you can, I've not found out about it. So if I bring them in, it will have their backgrounds in it. Now, if you notice, when I bring them in, they've got my background in it. So they match up with the background that I've got behind me. So that's why I use Skype. And that's why I had to quickly downgrade to version 27.2 because the NDI plugin wasn't compatible. So, and then of course I had to reset everything. And I was a bit late starting my stream. So I was 5 minutes late starting my stream because of that. Jesus, I'm sweating like a pig here. I had to start my stream late because of that. So I hope that's answered your question about my setup and about the way I do things. No, I just want to check my audio. I've got a light flashing at me. Just let me check my audio, just to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Yep, that should be all right. That should be all right. Do I give advice on sales? Like, I am. If you're listening, I am. All right. If I'm listening, I am. I'm now going to go to the next. I'm now going to go to the next part of the sale, which is quite important. Let me just check and see if I'm clicking again. I've just got to make sure I'm not clipping on the mic, which I think I am. That's it. Yep. Effectively, there's 5 steps to a sale. I've discussed step 2, which is features and benefits. But we'll now come to the first step of the sale, which is approach. Approach in internet terms is research. Something that people on Twitch don't do when they drop their links. They don't do their research. Do you seriously think that people in a sub that are asking for Twitch support, right, really want to follow people? They don't. Right, they don't. They want support. They don't want to support you. They want support for themselves. All right? It's as simple as that. So your research is wrong. Your research is wrong. So what you've got to do is you've got to look at what is it you're streaming. Okay? Is it Fortnite? Is it Apex? Is it something else? Well, target your advertising for people that want to, not people that play it, people that want to watch it. All right? Not people that want to play it. And the only way you're going to find out who wants to watch it is to start asking people. Oh my God, I've got to do some work. Yes, you've got to do some work. You've got to start asking people. You've got to start asking, well, are you someone that watches Fortnite? Because if you're not, go and look in other people's channels. Go and look at the sort of people that watch them. See if they're streamers. If they are, what do they stream? You're not going to stream the same as them, but it gives you an idea. It could be that everybody that watches Fortnite also plays Apex. Or everybody that watches Call of Duty also plays World of Warships. Well, there's 2 pieces of information you can use to yourself. You've done a bit of research. You can use that information for yourself. All right? And this is the information you've got to look for. I am advertising I'm promoting myself in groups that people want help with Twitch. Here I am, giving them help with Twitch. However, of course, the majority of them, you won't see them rushing to come and watch me because they don't want to make the effort. They little or no effort, right? They want somewhere where they can find this magic pill. If they swallow it, they will immediately become the next XQC or the next PewDiePie or the next Mr. Beast. Well, they're not streamers, obviously, but I mean XQCs. But that doesn't happen, right? I forget which comedian it is, but one famous comedian says, it took me 25 years to become an overnight success. And you don't think, well, that sounds like what he's saying is it was 25 years of hard work before I became a success. So he's saying there's no such thing as an overnight success. That overnight success took him 25 years. There's no such thing in streaming as an overnight success unless you've got something really unique and something that nobody else does that other people want to watch. That's the trick. Something that nobody else does that other people want to watch. So the little or no effort people, just don't even bother watching my stream, all right? Because I'll point you in the direction you need to go, but it requires effort on your part, which is what we've already discussed about now. Everything we've discussed now is effort on your part. You've got to do your research. You've got to start dropping your links in the right place. Okay, the best thing to do, let's talk about Fortnite, right, is put your link in a group that is full of Fortnite players and viewers. But don't just link drop. No. Don't just link drop. Have a conversation. Say, I stream Fortnite on Twitch. However, I have a no. Let's say I've never played Fortnite. I don't like games that are boring, and Fortnite's boring. I had this little problem with Fortnite, and I stream on Twitch. I had this little problem with Fortnite that I'm here and I can't get to there. No matter how I try and work it out, I can't get to there. Can anybody help me? You're making your link relevant to the group as well as actually instigating a conversation. All right. Another way of doing it is somebody is asking for help, but check the group's rules first. Make sure that links are allowed. All right, links to stream. Another way is to look at what people are saying, and if you can help somebody answer the question and say, well, say somebody's playing a game and say, well, I'm stuck on this level and I've got no idea how to get to the next level. What can I do? Well, you can come in and you can say, actually, I stream this game on Twitch, and if you come and watch my stream and let me know who you are, I'll show you how to get to this, how to get over the next level. You're making your links relevant, you're giving them features, and you're giving them benefits. If you're not allowed to put your link in, there's a little trick you can use on Facebook, right? In your About bio on your Facebook newsfeed, it asks you to list your websites. Well, you can list Twitch as a website. And I promise you, people will look at your bio and they will see your Twitch link and they will understand you're on Twitch. And what do you do for... Now, obviously, the links are relative. They're there permanently, but you're not streaming permanently. Well, what do you do to keep people's interest? Well, start clipping up your streams. All right? Start making clips of your streams or keeping your VODs. If you keep your VODs, your video on demands, replays of your stream, they only stay on Twitch for 30 days. Or if you're an Amazon Prime member, they stay on Twitch for 60 days. However, clips are permanent. So if you stream, and I'm going to do it with this stream now. Well, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I'm going to look at what I consider to be the relevant moments in this stream, no more than 3, and I'm going to make clips. And I'm going to leave the clips on Twitch. The reason for that is because somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, might see the post I made in a sub today, in the group today, saying, come and watch my stream because I'm talking about how to do Twitch. I'll have been offline. But by having the VOD of this session online and having the clip there, they can see what I'm about. They can quickly look at the clip and decide, do I want to watch this guy? Do I want to come back? They can have a look at the VOD and see what's in the VOD and say, do I want to come back? This is called stickiness, all right? You're making your stream sticky to them. You're making them want to stick in your stream. So that's your research. That's what you're doing. You're looking at the best places to put your stream. Don't just fire it off carte blanche because that will just end up pissing people off. Look, do your research. Right, coming back to the bottle of bleach we talked about earlier, okay? As I said, this bottle of bleach is on a pedestal on a street with many shops. And then all of a sudden, everybody else sees that and then puts their bottle of bleach out. And you hold up a poster saying, but I kill 99% of all germs. That works for a little while until all the other bottles of bleach see the same and say, oh, I kill 99% of all germs. So what you do is you do your research. You take your bottle of bleach away and you research. You think, on that street corner, there's lots of different shops. But do different shops use bleach? Who uses bleach? Cleaners use bleach. I'm going to go and find a street corner with nothing but cleaners' businesses on the street and cleaning businesses. And I'm going to put my bottle of bleach on that street corner. So you leave your bottle of bleach, you leave all the others to fight it out about whose bleach is the best when there's nothing cheap to clean them. And you go and plant your bleach on a street corner that's got plenty of businesses around it that will use bleach. And you're back to suddenly everybody's taking a bit of notice of you because you're appealing to the user base that's going to use you, not appealing generally. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to find out. You've got to research exactly who it is that's going to want to watch you. That's what you do before you do anything else. Research. Once you've established your research, you then discuss features and benefits. Step 1, step 2 of the sale. Step 3 of the sale is what's known as overcoming objections. They're haters, all right? They are people that will hate on what you're saying and doing. I haven't had any in this stream yet, but trust me, I'll get them. And they'll come in and they'll say, you're wrong, right? You're absolutely wrong. You don't know what you're doing. What you've got to do is you've got to listen to the objection. You've got to overcome them, all right? And you can overcome them in many ways. Normally, you find that haters, especially on Facebook, right? Haters are people that have got absolutely no experience of what it is they're hating on and not what they're talking about. I mean, it's a perfect example of a hater with an objection. There was a news story about a guy in my local town who got fined for not wearing his seatbelt in the car. And everybody commented on it, and everybody said, well, the police should be doing other things like catching burglars and catching drug dealers and catching murderers. And I asked a simple question. I overcame all of their objections, all of their hate in one simple thing. And I asked a simple question. I said, can anybody tell me just how many drug dealers, murderers and burglars traffic police actually capture? See, they're too busy hating on it. They see the word police, they're too busy hating on it that they failed to notice that the arrest was the man caught without the seatbelt was caught at a traffic stop by traffic police. Traffic police don't investigate burglaries, they don't investigate murders, they don't investigate drug dealing, they investigate traffic. That's all they do. So saying they shouldn't do that and they should concentrate on serious crimes, they're traffic police. They're doing exactly what they do. They concentrate on traffic. And that's the sort of hate you get. So you've got to. So when anybody makes an objection, you've got to listen to their objection, right? And you've got to try and overcome it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes people are just out to hate on you, no matter what they do. But if they've got a reasonable objection, I don't want to watch your stream because you don't know what you're talking about. Well, that's a perfectly valid objection. My answer to that is, well, if you don't want to watch my stream, and you haven't watched my stream, how exactly is it you know that I don't know what I'm talking about? What makes you think that I don't know what I'm talking about? If you've been listening to this stream so far, you'll know exactly that I know exactly what I'm talking about. But you overcome objections. And then the last step, Naomi's asked me about the steps. The last step number 5 is you've got to close the sale. And basically, close the sale is a simple thing like, do you want it? You know, and closing the sale is just as simple as, come and watch me. Come and see my stream. Combine those 5 elements into your promotion, and not only will you get viewers, but you will get the viewers that you want. You will get the viewers that will remain sticky. All right? You will get the viewers that will want to watch your streams constantly. And that's all you have to do. And it does require effort from your part. Right? Another thing you've got to understand is, right then, now, I don't wish to be disrespectful to people, right? I don't wish to be disrespectful to people. But your personality is a big part of it. If you're an introvert, you're probably never going to make it. And the one thing you can't do with an introvert is you can't turn them into an extrovert. You can't change somebody's basic nature. You're not going to make it, all right? If you think just streaming a game without a face cam is the path to fame and fortune, forget it. Forget it. Just go and do something else, all right? Go and wash windows or sell roses on a street corner, because you're never going to be a top 10 streamer. Not without a face cam. Because it's about your personality. It's not about the game you play. It stopped being about the game you play years ago. It's now about your personality. That's what separates the top streamers from the bottom streamers. It's their personality. You've got to get one. All right? And you've got to overcome fear. I've already told you how to overcome fear of the camera, right? A lot of people, well, I'm not very good looking, I think, so I think I'm ugly, so I'm not going to broadcast. Well, probably, right, no matter how ugly you think you are, there's somebody uglier. And believe me, I really think I'm ugly, but I don't care. I'm really past caring. If other people have a problem with the way I look, that's exactly what it is. Their problem, not mine, because I can't change. I've got what I've got, and I can't change it. You accept me for what I am, or go and do something else, because I'm never going to change what I am. The same with people's voices. They say, I've got a terrible voice, I've got a really thick accent. Well, obviously I don't hear accents, but I know that I've got a British accent. And I know sometimes people don't understand me. In fact, whenever I've been to America, to make you laugh, right, whenever I've been to America, I quite often get confused for an Australian. They say, whereabouts in Australia do you come from? What? I'm British, I come from London. Oh, you talk like that and you come from Britain. I thought they all spoke like the Queen does. No, they don't. Most of them speak like me, colloquial English. Oh, I thought you were Australian the way you spoke. No, I'm British, I speak English. But if you think you've got a stutter, I've got a stutter. I repeat myself so many times and I constantly saying and ah and lots of other things. I get over it. I think, at the end of the day, whatever I do, there's somebody out there that's worse than me. Always somebody worse than you. So you're never the worst at something. And you've got to get over it. You have to force yourself to get over it, because you don't. You're not going to make a streamer. If you can't get over being on camera, if you can't get over people listening to your voice, right, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry, but you're not going to make it. So that's part of your personality, right? You actually have to talk to people. Now, I've been talking to Naomi, and I also know that I've had to have some other viewers on there. And I know I've got other viewers on there because I can see them. So I'm looking at my stats. So let's have a little wave to you guys that think I can't see. Look. Yep, look, there they are. Yep, there they are. There, look. There you are. There you go. Look, let's have a wave. Look, see, there you go. Well, hey, yeah. Look, we can see you, wave. We can see you. We know you're there. Naomi, one of my regulars, knows you're there. Naomi's quite happy to chat with you. And I think it's great when people. I think it's great when I'm doing something like this, and I have lots of people chatting, with themselves. It reminds me of the community. So you've got to be an extrovert in the fact that you've got to be able to talk to your viewers. Not only have you got to be able to talk to them, but you cannot ignore them. All right, you cannot ignore your viewers. Your viewers pay the bills. They are the important people. All right. Yeah, I can see Naomi there's trying to get the chat part going. I'll give you a little trick. I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go. I'll be back in a few minutes. Just going to go to the toilet and I'll give you a little tip. Turn my mic on. I have got a screen that comes in when I'm going to the toilet, but because I popped up tonight, I haven't had a chance to get that. I wanted to get on air before I got that sorted out, but I'll sort that out for next Thursday. I've forgotten where I was. Hang on. So you have a sip of beer and remember. Thank you, Naomi. I know it's no rush. Yeah, I'm coming to sales tips. Don't panic. I'm going to give you one right now. Sometimes, and this happens in relationships, right? Sometimes the other person either doesn't think you're listening to them. I don't think you're listening to them. I'll give you a sales tip, right? If you want somebody to realise that you're listening to them, whenever they say anything, Woody Mafia is free on stream. You should stream it. I've got no idea what Woody Mafia. What the fuck is Woody Mafia? Why should I stream it? Tell me why I should stream it, Goon. Tell me why I should stream it. Right, here's my sales tip, right? To actually show a person that you're listening to them, right? Whenever they finish saying something to you, repeat the last 3 words they've said. You mean, Goon? Good game? Goon, it's free. Okay, it's a good game and it's free. And? But you notice I'm repeating the words that Goon said to me back to him, which I quite often do with you, Naomi, as well. That's a little trick. I actually refer back to what you've said, which proves to you, oh, now you know that I'm doing it. Now you know that I'm doing it. You'll see me doing it at every stream. When I'm talking to people, I can be in the mafia, can I, Goon? So I'm confirming to you that I'm actually taking notice of what you're saying. It may well be very meta, but this is a trick that's been used for 200 years. And it is literally just repeat the last 3 words people say to you. Every time they finish speaking, and try and incorporate them in the new sentence. You've got to be quick on your feet. You've got to be quick with your thinking, all right? Goon, you're not really selling me Mafia. You're not really selling me, what's the game called? Mafia is free on stream. I mean, I play a game in the mornings called Empires and Allies. It's the world's. It's either right. Empires and Allies, which I play, gets absolutely no viewers. All right. I am #1 in my category on Twitch. Yeah, I am. I'm #1 in my category on Twitch. But that's because nobody else plays Empires. Nobody else streams Empires and Allies on Twitch. That makes me #1 in my category. Why does nobody else stream Empires and Allies on Twitch? Well, it's either the most complicated war strategy game and way, way, way beyond their capabilities to play it, or it's a load of old crap. I'll let you decide. I've been playing it for 12 years, and I absolutely love it. I'm burping. And there you go. There's your sales tips, all right? Body language as well can play a good part. This is very bad body language. No, I mean, it's very bad body language. This is very good body language. The difference between the two is this is very closed. This is like putting up a shield. This is saying, well, I don't really want you to come into my life that much. This, on the other hand, is very open. It's very inviting. It's saying, come in, you know, let's get cozy, let's get comfortable, let's chat. So body language itself is a very good thing. Which one is what, Naomi? Which one is what? Which game do I play? It's called Empires and Allies. If you look at my VODs, you can video on demand. You can see it's either the most complicated game in the world or it's the most crap. It's probably the most crap. Actually, no, it's not. I'll tell you the reason most people don't stream it. The reason most people don't stream it is because it's an app-based game and they can't stream it on a PC. But that I can because I'm using the BlueStacks Android emulator. So I run the Android app on the emulator and then stream it on the PC. So that's why I stream it. It seems complicated. It's again, people want little or no effort. When they're playing a game, right, they want little or no effort. I mean, to be honest, I don't like Fortnite. I don't like Call of Duty. The reason I don't like them is because back in the 1990s, I used to play a game called Doom. And with Doom, you went round and you went onto different levels and you picked up different weapons and you killed monsters. And that was it. And then I look at Fortnite, and all you do is you run around, you pick up different weapons, and you kill people. And then I look at Call of Duty, and you run around, and you pick up different weapons, and you kill people. There's no strategy there. There's no story there. There's no skill involved. It's just running around. No, I'm not saying it's too easy. It's no effort. It's low effort. It requires no thought. No, it doesn't require any great strategy or any great skill. It just involves running around and shooting as many people as possible. So I don't like playing that. I like games that I like to think about. I like games where I've got a long-term goal. And more importantly, I like games where I'm up against other people. All right? We have to use strategy to beat them. We don't just use a bigger gun. I actually, when I'm playing Empires and Allies, I actually beat players that on paper I shouldn't beat because they are better than me because I use strategy. So that's why I don't play Fortnite, and that's why I don't play Call of Duty, and that's why I don't play Apex and games like that, because to me they're all samey. I believe they're called FPS, first person shooters. I can play chess, Naomi. Chess got pretty big on Twitch for a while. See, look, I just did it there. I read. See, I'm confirming that what you said was true. When's the Five Nights at Freddy's? I think I've seen that film, Five Nights. Was it One Night at Freddy's? I'm sure it's One Night at Freddy's, but no. At the moment, I'm quite happy with the streams that we're doing. I'm quite happy. Neither of my two compatriots can make a stream on a Thursday night. So I thought I'd do it with my technical skills, and I thought for the first few weeks I'd cover Twitch. Oh right, okay, it's a game. I'm really seriously, Goon. I'm not really a game player. I really don't play a lot of games. I've got too many other things going on in my life to be messed about with. I haven't got time to play games. I've got so many other things. Uh, some of these graphics that I've got that run on my channels. If you've seen some of the graphics, let me just find you this one. This one here, for instance, my beard is your one. This one here, there you go. Look, that one there. That might seem simple to you, right? That might seem great. That took me a day and a half of hard work in Adobe After Effects to do that. All right. So that's where all my time is. All these overlays and things that I run. Here's another one, right? This one took me nearly a week. All right. I had to animate this one frame by frame, and it took me nearly a week solid of doing this to get this effect. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. Right, we'll run that again. Yeah, there we go. I had to animate that frame by frame in After Effects, so that took me a long, long time. You said about Jackbox, and I looked at Jackbox, and loads of other people play Jackbox, so why do I want to play something that everybody else plays? Thanks. I might reconsider Jackbox at a later date because it looks an effective way of gaining revenue when you're not online, but it's a bit samey. I've looked at all the other Jackbox players and they're playing them, so I'm not really going into that. I will look at it again, but let me get other projects and things out of the way. As I said, my main things are graphics. I design. I'm a graphic designer. I do all of the special effects you see on this stream. I've done myself. You know, things like that. I do everything myself. So it's it does take me a long time with some of the things. And that takes up my day. And I do work for other people. I mean, I've got a project where I'm making some graphics for another streamer. And that's going to take me that's probably going to take me till the middle of next week to do. So he wants a whole emote pack, and they're not. These are emotes I draw from scratch, so they're done. They say the graphics are great, and yeah, you don't understand the amount of work that's gone into them. So I don't have a lot of time to play games. So I just play my Command and Conquer. I just play my Empires and Allies in the morning, and that's it. And I don't actually care if anybody watches me or not. I play it for me. I'm more interested in the VOD stats, video on demand stats of how many people watch the replays, and quite a few people watch the video on demand, which tells me that I'm streaming the right game, but at the wrong time. So I know that if I streamed the game maybe 2 o'clock in the morning here, which would be early evening in the United States, I'd get a lot more people watching. So see, that's the research I was telling you about earlier. You know, you've got to do the research. I've just kicked a bottle over. You've got to do the research, and that's the difference. The other thing with streamers is they're always trying to please people. And no offense, Goon, but I know you've mentioned Jackbox before. I just don't want to install it. So I've got to work out, and I still haven't worked it out yet. I haven't got enough data yet. I still haven't worked out when the optimal time for me to stream is. I'm thinking if I want to reach more people, it's got to be in the early hours of the morning. I don't want to be up doing this in the early hours of the morning because America is between 6 to 8 hours behind us. And if I want to appeal to the American market, realistically, 5 o'clock in the evening there is going to be 1 o'clock in the morning here. 1 o'clock in the morning, I want to be fast asleep in bed. I don't want to be starting a stream. Not only do I not want to be starting a stream, but my missus will probably kill me. But I've got to establish, I can establish from the, some people watch during the day, you're actually right, some people watch during the evening. Like I said, the evening for me at the moment is my prime time. But more people watch the video, the VODs, than they do the actual stream, which is encouraging, which also gives me traction on where they're coming. I can look at the figures and the stats and work out where they're coming from. So that's that. But when people say, when we come back to objectives, right, a lot of people are going to say, well, you don't have very many viewers. You don't have. I do get ad revenue. Thank you, Naomi. You don't have many viewers. You don't have many followers. I don't need them. I'm an affiliate. I already got. Right, you're not an affiliate, and I got to be an affiliate. So everything I do makes money, basically. I get money from ad revenue. I get money from subscriptions. I get money for people. If you look below the live screen, there's stickers, sound alerts, and channel shout out. If anybody uses one of those, I get money. And I do get money from ad revenue. And people don't realise that actually I've earned more money from ad revenue this month than I have in subscriptions. So, you know, it's and I'm already an affiliate, so I'm already making money. And I got to affiliate from the time that I decided to get to affiliate until I actually got to be affiliate was 17 days. From the time me and the other two reprobates said, let's aim for affiliate, we got there in 17 days. Most people struggle for years. We got there in 17 days because I use the techniques that I've told you about in this video. I don't use them all the time. I haven't got them all the time. But I'm going to look into them. Coming back to what Goon said about Jackbox, I've looked into Jackbox, but I haven't looked into Quiplash. It's something else I'm going to have to look at. So thank you for that. I will. I've made a note, and after this stream, I'm going to do a bit of investigating. No, I'm not, because I've still got to finish all the things in OBS that aren't working, where I had to quickly reinstall it today, so I've got to get the rest of my graphics up. Oh, Quiplash is the game on Jackbox, is it? Okay. I mean, you know, like I said, back in this thing, I said you've got to react with your viewers. More importantly, your viewers are the most important things. So you've got to ask them what you want. Now, Goon, correct me if I'm wrong. Naomi, correct me if I'm wrong. But Jackbox is a game that's live on your channel, even when you're not streaming. Is that correct? Or have I got that completely wrong? And the games that people play, they can come into your channel anytime and play it. And you get revenue for it. Have I got that wrong, or do I have to specifically stream it? I can't quite. I've looked at it briefly. Okay, maybe I've looked at it incorrectly then. I mean, is it a game where you come on and I'm chalking away and you've got the option to play this game and go off and play this game rather than listen to me? It's kind of like you go head to head with your viewers on different topics. Do you like it, Naomi? What, Jackbox? Oh, I see. Right, I see. Okay, I see. Ah, right. Okay, I understand. So, all right, I'll go and look at Jackbox. I'll write it down now. I'll go and look at Jackbox again tomorrow. All right, I'm not making any promises, but I only looked at it briefly yesterday. But I'll go and look at it again tomorrow. Because Goon has mentioned it twice now. I might like the games, you're right. I might like the games, I might not. I might like the games, I might not. But again, if it's anything that If it's anything that appeals to the viewers, then yeah, that's fine. Although to be honest, I'd rather you were listening to me than playing a game. But that's just me. That's just me. So, I hope during this stream, I've given people watching some insight into what they're doing wrong and some insight into what they're doing, what they should be doing right. And I can tell by the fact that we haven't attracted a major amount of viewers, that all I've managed to do is the low effort people have looked at what I'm saying and thought, well, I'm not going to watch that because it looks like hard work. Because I said that if you're low effort, don't bother to come and watch the stream. So obviously, they haven't come and watched the stream. Because they don't want to make the effort. They really don't want to make the effort. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody wants to be the next famous streamer, but they don't want to make the effort. But I don't want to make the effort, so just bear with me. I'm just checking. I've just had some messages, so. Yep, I don't want to make the effort. They're not, you know, no. Oh, this guy's saying he can help me with my stream. Well, I don't want that. Because I actually said it's going to require some effort on your part. They're not interested. They just want to carry on advertising, follow for follow, and they're just going to. It's just, oh, I don't know. They just don't want to make the effort. They don't want to work hard. And that's what it is. That's what it takes to be a streamer. You've got to put a little bit of effort in yourself. I'm just looking back at that group, that Facebook group that I was looking at, and the number of people in there that haven't even changed their logo is phenomenal. And they're still doing it, right? As soon as somebody posts on any subject, somebody else will come in and just drop their link and run. Absolutely crazy. Right, so we've talked about that for an hour and a bit now, and if you've managed to extract anything from that will help you, thank you. Let's talk about my future plans for Techie Night. I'm toying with the idea. What I'm doing at the moment on my YouTube is I'm making DaVinci Resolve tutorials. DaVinci Resolve is an editing program for PC, Mac, and Linux. I don't know whether anybody's interested in editing. A lot of the things like this title here, I made in DaVinci Resolve. A lot of the animated graphics I animate after I've done them in After Effects. I do the final bits in DaVinci Resolve. It's a free editing program, and it's very, very powerful. It's a video editing program. It's not like Photoshop, although I am a bit of an expert with Photoshop. I'm a bit of an expert with After Effects. So I'm thinking on Techie Nights of theming them. At the moment, I'm theming them on Twitch streaming. I'm thinking of theming them on a Photoshop, a Photoshop masterclass, an After Effects masterclass, a DaVinci Resolve masterclass, an Adobe Audition masterclass, and Adobe Premiere. These are the programs that I use. Adobe Premiere masterclass. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm okay with Photoshop. I'm pretty good with Photoshop actually, so I can do all the things that I need to do with Photoshop. So I can do a masterclass on those. I say masterclass. I don't think I'm quite up to masterclass standards. I can show people how to do the most basic things in Photoshop. The same with DaVinci Resolve, which is a very, very powerful video editing program, which every streamer could use. Right, okay. Adobe After Effects. Right, I'll go through. Photoshop is for changing still images. Let me give you an idea of a. Let me just give you an idea of an image I made with After Effects. You know how I'm always going on about Americans and their fascination with cheese. Well, I thought I'd make a graphic to overlay so that when I go on about it, I can overlay this graphic. I'm still working on it. I'm not sure whether it's what I want, but this is the graphic I made. And I did that in After Effects. What I haven't done is I haven't animated it yet, which I intend to do, because I'm not sure how I'm going to animate it yet. So that's what After Effects does. It's a motion graphics animation program that allows you to put motion graphics on the screen. That would make a good emote actually, and because it's a raster, it can be resized to anything because it's vector. It can be resized to anything without losing the quality. Look, it can be really small or it can be really big, and not lose the quality. So, but and After Effects is what I would use to animate that to make it into a motion graphic. So that's what After Effects does. After Effects is the motion graphic program. Photoshop is for moving still images. After Effects is for animating images. Adobe Premiere is a video editing program. It's used to edit and compile videos. DaVinci Resolve is used to edit and compile videos. Adobe Audition is the sound program. It's just your voice. It's like Did you watch last night when we did Bohemian Rhapsody, Naomi? Just wait for Naomi to answer. Did you watch when we did Bohemian Rhapsody? I think you did because it was you that requested it. Anyway, we did Bohemian Rhapsody last night. Yeah. Now I can't hold a tune in a bucket. All right. However, I've made a YouTube short today, and I put that up as a YouTube short. But I used Adobe Audition to run it through Auto-Tune. So what I've actually done is I've auto-tuned myself to sing in tune. Would you like to see it now? Because thanks to the magic of the internet, I can do that. I can do that right now. Would you actually like to see it again? And what I've done is this time I've auto-tuned it so that I'm in tune. I'll run it now if you like. Hang on. If you want to run it, I'll run it now. I can easily run it now. So there, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's humiliate myself for the second time. Although, like I said, this time I've auto-tuned it so that I'm actually in tune. So, hang on.
What was the one?
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Oh no!
I'm just going to make it fit the screen and then start it again, right?
What was the one?
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Oh no!
Caught in a landslide, no escape from this time I put myself in tune. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
Go on, Mickey!
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low, anyway the wind blows. Sean just come in and shut the door. There you go. You'll also notice, right, talking about the programs, you'll also notice that last night when we did it, it was in horizontal 16:9. You notice that version there is in vertical 9:16. That's because it's going on TikTok and It's going to be. It's on TikTok. It's going to be on Facebook Reels, and it's going. Oh no, it already is on Facebook Reels. I'm telling you, it already is on Facebook Reels, and it's on as a YouTube short. Well, all three of those take the upright format rather than the horizontal one, and I converted them with DaVinci Resolve. That's what DaVinci Resolve does. It's a video editing program, so I converted that with DaVinci Resolve from 9.16 to 16.9. Of course, I auto-tuned, and I think I sound a bit better with the auto. Not much, but I do think my voice is still shit, right? But at least it's in tune now. I've auto-tuned it, and that's what Adobe Audition is. It's the sound program. It's a program. It's actually a DAW. It's called a DAW, Digital Audio Workshop, where you we auto-tune. You want a video on auto-tune? I can only help you with Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition is not a free program. All right, it's part of the Creative Crowd suite, and video editing. Oh right, okay. You want a video on editing the size? As if by magic, I can do that. Hang on. As if by magic. As if by magic. I have one. I have one in my pocket. I don't have one in my pocket, but I already did that. That was the video that I did last week on YouTube. So hang on. Hang on. As if by magic, I can do that. Oh. There you go. You asked, and it's DaVinci Resolve. You asked, and I can supply. There you go. And if by magic I can do that. And that's exactly what it does. It tells you how to convert horizontal into vertical. But it also requires you to know something about the rule of thirds. You probably don't know what I'm talking about there, do you? There you go. But there you go. That shows you how to convert this format, which you're watching now, landscape, into 9.16 for TikTok. And that coming back to the streamer again. Those are other sources you can use. Again, target your. Do you know what? I forgot to mention something really important. I've got it written down here, and I forgot to mention really important. But I'm actually going to keep it to myself now because I haven't got that many people watching. So I'll whisper it to you, right? Do you know what one of the most powerful things you can do, Naomi, in promoting your Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook Shorts is? Hashtags. Oh, damn it. Keep that to yourself, right? Keep that to yourself. Targeted hashtag. Don't tell anybody else about that because don't tell anybody else about targeted hashtags because they won't. They don't know. But that again comes under research, right? Make them relevant to what you're promoting. All right. There's no good in having the hashtag Fortnite if you're promoting a beer because it won't work. But hashtags are very critical. And you can make hashtags in every Facebook comment and Facebook post you make. If you put a hashtag in it, it will show you all of the pictures. If you put a hashtag in a Facebook post in a group or a Facebook comment, it will show you all the posts in that group with that hashtag. And then at the very bottom, if you scroll down to the bottom, it says, and 83,000 other people are talking about this on Facebook. So when you click it, it shows you a whole long list of all the other posts that have got that hashtag in it. Which also means anybody looking in another group with that hashtag and they click on the bottom and who else on Facebook is talking about it may come across your post. So very important that. Same with TikTok and with TikTok, the hashtags need to go in the title. Again, target them. If you put the wrong hashtag in, you're not going to get anywhere. Target your hashtags, make it relevant to your video, and in YouTube again. You've got a whole option. You can have up to 500 characters and tags. Target your tags. All right. use them and target them. If you look on that video, if you look at the tags on that video, I've targeted them specifically at people using DaVinci Resolve, because that's who I want to watch that video. So there you go. That's what I'm thinking about doing with my Techie Night in the future. All right, and I might do a bit on microphones. I might do a bit on cameras. I mean, at the moment I'm on a Sony ZV-1, which is a very expensive camera. But right next to it, I've got a Logitech 955, a Logitech 922, which if I swap them over, let's see if I can swap them over. Right, ProStream. Here we go. Now I'm on my Logitech ProStream. I don't know, my head's got missing because my microphone's in the way, so I've got to move over here. I don't know if you can see the difference in cameras. This is a £60 or $75 camera, which is the Logitech ProStream 922. It's actually quite good picture quality, at least I think it is, for the amount of money, and it's one of the streamer's favourite. On the other hand, this is my Sony ZV-1, and I think the quality on the ZV-1 is absolutely outstanding. So it's only when you see them side to side that you can see the exact difference. Let's see if I can call up the 922 as a second video source and bring it in. Oh, I can't. No, I've got to do green screen and shit. Yeah. But did you see the difference between the two? Let me go back to the. Let me go back to Logitech. Can you see that I haven't had a shave today on this camera? You can, can't you? Let me go back to the Logitech. A Logitech C922. Oh. Yep, there's the Logitech C922. It makes the scene look brighter because it's got an artificial brightness on it, but it's wrong. I don't want to be this bright. But this is the Logitech 922. This is a $70 camera, and it looks quite good. I'm quite pleased with it. It's the most popular streamer camera. But if I switch over to my Sony ZV-1, this is a $700 camera. And the difference is instantly noticeable, isn't it? The difference is absolutely instantly noticeable. This is a $700 camera, so there's a hell of a difference. Well, in my mind, there's a hell of a difference anyway. Let's shut that down. Yeah, there we go. So we could do one on that. We could do one on microphones. I mean, I'm on my big powerful microphone at the moment, but I've got other microphones. I've got one down there, I've got one over there, I've got one over there. So I could do a Techie Night on which microphones, because that's another mistake streamers make, right? They automatically think that if they get microphones have got vanity pricing, right? That means vanity pricing means people think the more you pay for a microphone, the better you get. That's not true at all. And they think, oh, if they get the latest microphone, plug it in, it's automatically going to make their voice better. A lot of them do. They buy the most expensive microphone they can, and then 5 minutes later they're asking in the group, "Well, my audio sounds shit. What microphone do I get if this one doesn't?" Well, it's not about the microphone. The microphone is just the first part of your audio. It's like I said on this one. It's a Marantz MPN 100, which I think costs less than $50. The microphone's picking up my voice, but over there I've got an audio interface which is doing all the work. It's got a preamp in there which is boosting the microphone to a quite high level. Then it's sending it out to the PC via USB. Then when it's in the PC, I'm further processing it by using a noise suppressor and a noise gate on it, which is taking out the noise of the fan and all the other background noises that are going on in here. And I actually think the audio on this mic is quite good. What do you think? Naomi, let me change over to one a straightforward USB mic, which is plugged in here. This is a straightforward USB mic, and I'm changing now. Right, I'm on a straightforward USB mic. What's the audio like now? This is just an ordinary USB mic. It's just plugged in at the back of my computer. I've not done anything to it. And that's the straightforward USB mic, which I've just changed to. straight away I noticed I'm in mono. It's worse, yeah, it's worse because I've just plugged it into my computer and I've done nothing about it. I can't hear it. Let me hear it. Let me have a listen. Right, okay. Oh, it's very bassy, isn't it? It's very bassy. We can change a lot of things about this mic. So let's see what we can quickly change. We can add a compressor. So let's knock that back a bit. That makes a difference. Let's change the attack rate. Oh, come on. Right, that makes a difference. And let's change the ratio. Right, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that by just making a few changes with there you go. I think just by making a few changes with my compressor, we've changed. Actually, what we've done is we've added an echo quite accidentally. So let's take that out. So let's take the ratio back, and let's take the threshold back, and let's take the attack back. Oh, it's the attack. Right, okay, let's turn the ratio up, and let's turn the threshold up. Right, okay. Okay, we can, yeah, we can. Look, it's a cheap USB mic. I can change a lot of things, as you can hear. I'm changing it as I go along to try and sort out the threshold problems. That seems a lot better. How's that seem now that I've played about with it? I probably need a bigger threshold actually. Let's bring it up a bit more because I can't hear myself. Right, okay. So as you can see, just by playing about with something called a compressor, I can change my mic from this to this, which has made a bit of a difference. So this is loud and boomy, and making it well over the top. So I can change all of those things by doing that. Is that better? So it's not necessarily a terrible microphone that people have got. It's the way they've set it up. But if I turn this back to my other mic, my big mic that runs through the audio interface, there we go. Right, now I'm back on my big mic that runs through the audio interface. And I actually think it sounds a lot better, but that's just me. So what do you think? I think it sounds a lot better. But that's just me. Well, that's because I've done a lot of work to get my microphone to sound better before it even... All that work I just did with the other microphone, I did on the PC with an audio mixer. All the work to make this microphone sound better, I do it before it enters the PC, which makes it a bit nicer. So these are all things that I can talk about on Techie Nights. So I can do Techie Nights on lots of subjects, and I'm just going to know what to do next. So I'm totally open to suggestions, but at the moment it's streaming that I'm doing my Techie Nights on. Naomi's gone very quiet. Hang on, I've got to boost this microphone. Naomi's gone very quiet, so I think I've probably blown her ears out with that other microphone. So there we go. That's that microphone. That's that other microphone boosted, right? Emotes. I make my own emotes. I also make my own logos. I'll show you how to do logos. Logos are simple. Canva is great for making logo. You need a logo. Go use Canva. Don't take 5 minutes to make a logo with Canva. Which is why, if you look, one of my Woodish rewards is making logos. I mean, I'm not going to do you a really complex logo like my logo. I mean, that's like £500 or $700 worth of work. If you want a logo like that, you pay me $700. But if you want a logo that looks exactly like everybody else's logo, I can knock one of those up in 5 minutes. And to prove it, Naomi. No, oh, she's gone. Okay. She's gone. I'm down to one viewer. That's a shame. Never mind. Never mind. I was actually going to offer to make you a free logo now, but there we go. On that note, then, seeing as I'm streaming to one viewer, which is probably me, as soon as I'm streaming to one viewer, I shall say good night with a good night thingy I did myself. This goodbye thingy is only very basic. I'm going to change it to a proper goodbye later. But this is called a transition, right? This is something that allows me to switch from scene to scene. And this is something that I did in After Effects. All it basically is a load of Twitch balls that come up and hide my screen and come down and do the other screen. It's called a transition. But there we go. On that note, I shall say goodbye. So goodbye, everybody, until next Thursday. Don't forget to catch the old folks streaming tomorrow at I'm not sure what time tomorrow. 8 o'clock, I think. It's all on our page. Have a look and see. On that note, goodbye, everyone.